Turn it Spilled out a little bit.
Huh?
Spilled out a little bit.
Good evening and welcome to Horse Athletic Center on the campus of Lancaster Bible College. Here on the Chargers Sports Network, we bring you non-conference action tonight as the Chargers host longtime rival Cairn University. Highlanders come in on a 7-game winning streak. They are 14-6 overall. Chargers, meanwhile, have won 6 of 7. They are 13-7 overall. Chargers will be in their home gray uniforms, Cairn in the road black. I'm joined, as always, by Rod Bachman. I'm Zach Freeman, and we are underway here from the Horse Athletic Center. Rod, what do the Chargers need to do to keep this good streak of play going on and stop a hot Highlanders team?
I'd say, unlike the Super Bowl, take the over tonight. I think it's going to be up and down, a lot of points scored, but it's going to come down to some late stops that may decide this tonight. So I think the defense at the end.
Jordan Shoebridge, you betcha! Three-pointer opens the scoring after the block on the other end by starter Tyler Norris, and the Chargers are on the board.
Let you know that Pete Beers, our athletic director, had a key to victory tonight too, and it's taking and making open threes, and we saw that right off the bat. Also, he wanted to do a little shout out to his wife watching at home.
Jumper won't go there for Jeremiah Harris. Chargers ball. Around again for Shoebridge. He'll go into the lane, has it knocked away from him. Now quickly for Malachi Hall. He'll lay it in for 2. Hall comes in averaging close to 17 points a contest. You can see why there on the fast break layup. Alex Witt drives baseline. Moves around for Luke Beers. He'll move into the lane, back into the corner, three-pointer. No good from Norris. Works up and gets his own rebound. Three-pointer from Beers, no good. Again rebounded by Norris. Witt goes in, a little hesitation move, and gets the layup to go.
Great extra effort there by Tyler Norris on a couple. Even if you can't get the rebound yourself, if you can tap it, keep it alive, and keep it in the offensive end of the floor, get an extra deuce.
Witt, a terrific game in Saturday's win over Morrisville State, 19 points. Back out here for Collazo. He'll hand off for Kuzman. Jumper, bit strong, rebound. Taken there by Norris. Kuzman with his first touch of the game. Now Luke Beers again. Gets it to Shoebridge. Again knocked out of his hands. Collazo's there. Quickly up the floor it goes to Dean. He'll lay it in for 2. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought Collazo got away with a travel there. Got the loose ball, went to his knees and stood up, but nothing called on that particular play.
Collazo's following Shoebridge around already the second time he's gotten to turn the ball over. Baseline though, Shoebridge lays it in. Nice pass.
Zach, we got 11 points scored in 2.5 minutes. Like I said, I think you want to take the over today. It is up and down the floor.
Malachi Hall with it now. Goes up and down for Kuzman. He'll turn, runs out of real estate there. Now with the left, layup won't go. Rebounded by Witt. Peachy up the floor with it now for the Chargers. Hall will give him some room. Baseline, out for Witt. He'll hand off for Shoebridge. All the way back out for Luke Beers, 10 on the shot clock. Peachy in the corner. He'll spin, feeds Norris. He'll try and drive baseline. Out of his hands, and call it jump ball. It's going to stay with the Chargers.
And the jump ball is called. Remains Chargers ball.
Physical on the glass already early this evening. Guys really battling for the boards. It's going to be fun to watch.
Peachy will inbound with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it to Norris, out for Luke Beers. Not enough time, shot clock violation. Chargers have to do a better job. It's clear that there was 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's like an unforced error right there in tennis or something where you've got to know on a baseline out of bounds how much time on a low shot clock that you've got. That should be a catch and shoot.
Hall handoff for Collazo. He'll go to the basket, lays it up and good. Seems like Cairn's getting to the basket pretty easily here in the early 4 minutes.
It's interesting, in talking to our athletic director, Pete Beers, he talked a little bit about that as being a key too, that we've got to shore up the perimeter and not allow that penetration into the lane that we've been allowing here tonight.
Witt heads in, spins, another jump ball called. Turnover again by the Chargers. Cairn doing a good job defensively thus far, taking away some passing lanes that the Chargers normally are comfortable with. Another turnover for LBC, that's 4 already. Harris has it, he'll hand off for Collazo, who spins up and under, blocked by Luke Beers. Still Highlander ball here. Passes for Hall, looking down low for Kozman. He'll turn, offensive foul.
I got to tell you, I'm a little with the Cairn coach on that one. That was a great sell. That was a great sell by Tyler Norris right there, but does a great job of establishing the position early on, taking the bump, selling that charge.
The Cairn coaching staff full of LBC alums. Head coach Jason O'Connell, assistant coaches Madison Warfel and Billy Livesey. Peachy with it here. He'll spin, back for Norris, thought about it. He'll work into the lane, back out for Luke Beers. Beers into the lane now, up and under, layup's good, nice move. First bucket for Luke Beers, ahead now for Dean, and he's fouled. Fouls on Witt, that's his first, the team's first. Mentioned the assistant coaches, Madison Warfel and Billy Livesey. Livesey, one of 2 LBC players all time to win 2 NEAC championships. He was on the 15-16 team, as well as last year's squad that won the NEAC. Madison Warfel, one of 23 players in LBC history with 1,000 points. He has 1,001 points, got it in his final game, Rod.
That. Man, you are full of the stats, man. That's amazing that you know that, man. The way you keep statistics here archived, sensational. Good to have some guys back in the house tonight.
1 of 2 there for Justin Dean. Came in as a 63% free throw shooter this season.
Little full court pressure here, zone. You want something in the middle.
Peachy breaks through it here. Finds Luke Beers all alone, three-pointer. You betcha! Beers has 5 straight points. The Chargers lead is 5, 12-7. Collazo working in, he'll hand off for Dean. Up and under, layup won't go. Rebound taken there by Kozman. Again with Kozman, a little jumper, gets it off the glass to go.
That's a tough possession. You get a great defensive stop, you get a contested shot, but you give up an offensive rebound and a couple second chance points.
Peachy will set up the offense now with subs from both teams in front of us, waiting on that next whistle. Peachy will take the jumper. No good. Hall will push the action up the floor. Up and under, jumper won't go, but he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Luke Beers. That's his first, team's second.
Looked like Luke Beers was attempting to try to set up for a charge. I thought Hall did a nice job of kind of sidestepping, creating some awkward contact, and drew the blocking foul.
Josh Decker will come onto the floor for Cairn. Also, Brennan Adley for the Chargers. Benny Raymond checks in. Hall gets them both to go. "30-second timeout called by Cairn.
The lineup now as Benny Raymond checks in. This is a little bit about the depth that we've been talking about. I feel like this maybe is an advantage here for Lancaster Bible College tonight, and especially with this lineup when you've got Shoebridge and Raymond on the floor at the same time. If you can get some penetrate and kick, a little inside-out action, certainly could benefit the Chargers here this evening.
Final home game for the Chargers in a couple of weeks here as they'll take to the road for 3 straight contests. They'll head to upstate New York this weekend and take on Keuka and Wells, followed by a road game on the 13th at Gallaudet. They'll come home on Saturday, February 16th and host Penn State Abington. It'll be senior day here at Horst Athletic Center. Out of bounds, it'll stay with LBC.
I'm looking at the lineups out there for both teams right now. You don't see a lot of this at this level, but there's really not a true big man on the floor. It seems to be a lot of mixed kind of in between players. You got some guard perimeter, and but nobody really is a back to the basket post player right now.
Beers has it here. 8 on the shot clock. He'll work in a little floater, won't go. Rebound taken there by Adley. Three-point attempt there by Harris, no good. Tipped her in, no good. Rebounded again by Colazzo, and he finally gets it to go. Lots of second chance opportunities here. The Chargers struggling to rebound on their end of the floor.
Yeah, Colazzo's the second leading rebounder in the CSAC. You get a little picture of why that is right there.
Another turnover there for the Chargers. Timeout called here by the Chargers. 30-second timeout. Stay here and talk to you about the Horse with No Name podcast, our weekly podcast that talks all things LBC athletics. Myself and co-host Tyler Greenlee discussing the week that was, the week ahead, and our guest has, we usually have some questions for our guests, usually has someone in the LBC athletic department. We also have our top 5 list. You can join us live from 12 to 1 on Tuesday afternoons at lbc.edu/radio, or you can download the podcast on iTunes or Spotify by searching for the Horse with No Name podcast. Jumper won't go there. Again, rebounded by Harris. He'll take the jumper again. It goes in.
The penetration beginning to hurt LBC right here. And it's not even on the initial one, but some offensive rebounds. They got to do a better job of getting bodies.
Shoebridge heads to the basket. Nothing there. Palazzo has the rebound. To the basket goes Hall. He'll lay it in for 2. Cairn making it look easy here in the middle minutes of the first half. Shoebridge around for Beachy. Back up top for Luke Beers. He'll hand off for Shoebridge. Quick three-pointer. You betcha! Third three-pointer for LBC. Cairn looks to answer as number 14, Josh Decker, is fouled, and he'll head to the line. Fouls on Benny Raymond, team's third, his first.
I'm watching Coach O'Connell a little bit down here, and you can tell they've done their homework. Down here on that Shoebridge three, they knew that fade screen was coming, just couldn't get a hand out in time.
Witt and Tyler Hilton will come onto the floor. Looking down low for Davis. He'll turn, and he's fouled. It's going to be on Adley.
Yeah, I like that possession there by the Chargers. Right now, I think an advantage might be to get the ball inside to Quentin Davis. If they collapse on that, obviously you got some good shooters on the perimeter to kick it back out.
Up top for Alex Witt. Chargers trail 21-15. Witt will turn. Now Hilton. He'll work into the lane, up and under, layup won't go. Hall up and under. Shot there by Adley is good. Cairn shooting 50%, Chargers are 2, but 9 of 18 are the Highlanders. Several offensive boards on their part, and they have an 8-point lead. Beachy will hand off for Davis, up and under, good.
And Zach, you hit the nail on the head right there. They're both shooting 50%, but you got a lot more opportunities on the Cairn side of the basketball right now with those offensive rebounds.
Down low to Collazo, he'll turn with the right. Blocked by Shoebridge. Good block there by Shoebridge after the nice spin move by Collazo. Beachy has it. Hands back for Shoebridge, three-pointer. No good. Rebound knocked around, taken there by number 1, Jesse Rivera, freshman from Doylestown, PA. Looks to drop off for Collazo, tipped away though. Pass is too far. Another turnover by the Chargers, that's 6.
The more we watch the Chargers play, you get the feeling that there's a point where it gets a little too fast for them. When they hit their groove, they're moving up and down the floor, but right now the pace looks a little too fast.
Hall will bring the ball up here for the Highlanders. Bounce pass for Harris. Benny Raymond just checked back in. Traveling is the call. Beachy with it here for the Chargers. They trail by 6. Handoff for Hilton. Witt will take the little elbow jumper. It's good. 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting for Witt. Chargers trail by just 4. Hall with the deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped around. Taken by Witt. He'll find Beachy. Raymond around for Hilton. Dumps it down low for Davis. He'll take the jumper. Long, rebounded though by Hilton. And another turnover.
Out of bounds, Tyler for the ball. Back in for the Highlanders, number 23, Jordan Goodson, and number 25, Dylan Collazo. Back in for the Chargers, number 13, Luke Beers.
I think Adley's doing a nice job right now on Quentin Davis. You see where he's catching the basketball. You know, you want to get there at that block. He's kind of pushing him 3-4 feet out where he's got to turn and face and maybe take a jump shot instead of back to the basket. Good job by Adley.
Handoff here for Decker, another three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Luke Beers. Pushed ahead for Beachy. He'll wait for reinforcements. Chargers will set it up. Whittle drive to the basket. Layup too strong. Rebound, though, taken by Davis. He lays it in. Chargers turn to get an offensive board. Their deficit is just 2, 23-21.
Chargers creeping back in this, and if you notice, the last couple possessions down at this end have been jump shots, not penetration into the lane, giving them opportunity to come back.
Another three-point attempt. Bounces around and goes for Decker. Decker's got 7 points. Lead back to 5 for the Highlanders. Wood hands off for Davis. Layup good. Nice move by Quentin Davis to the basket. 6 points for Davis. Adley with it now. Looks down low for Kozman. Knocked away by Davis. Kozman has it again. Now it's Decker. Back for number 4, Jeremiah Harris. Kicked by Raymond. Brett Beckler will come onto the floor for the first time. He'll replace Beachy. Justin Dean back on the floor for the Highlanders. Harris will stop. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Witt.
Nice defense there by Benny Raymond to get that hand up and contest that jump shot.
Whittle go with the left. Little baby jumper. No good. That's not his shot.
I agree with that. Sometimes the shot selection is not what it needs to be for the Chargers. That's a good example on that one.
Collazo will stop and take the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Chargers trail by 3. Foul called on number 15. That's Justin Dean. Tyler Norris will come back onto the floor for the Chargers. Malachi Hall into the game for the Highlanders. Beckler looking to inbound. Finally just chucks it in. Goes off of Raymond, taken by Collazo. Collazo's fouled going up. And another turnover by the Chargers costs them again. And now that's 2 fouls on Luke Beers.
Yeah, down here on this baseline out of bounds, that's the difference between actually setting and using a screen properly and just exchanging positions. We just kind of switched positions, did not set and use that screen well.
Second free throw coming up for Collazo. That one's short as well. Knocked around, taken by Shoebridge. Collazo does just about everything right on the basketball floor except the free throw shooting. Comes in at 46%.
Yeah.
Traveling's the call.
Great explanation by the official down there when asked what did he do. He said he traveled.
I like it. I like it. To the point. Hall dump off for Kozman there. Looking underneath for Collazo. Layup too strong, taken by Norris. And now fouled. Foul on Collazo. That's his first, team's fourth.
See a little more of that 2-2-1 zone full court pressure here.
Ball goes to
Again, we need
Shoebridge.
something middle. There you go. It's a great pass.
Raymond now for Norris. He'll drive baseline. Hands it off to Davis. Ball tipped out of his hands. He gets it back. He'll turn, tries the up and under move, layup, good. Nice move by Quentin Davis.
That's a veteran post move right there by Quentin Davis.
Hall's pass is picked off. Beckler has a knock of him, but a foul is called. It's on Hall, that's his first, team's fifth.
It's been a pretty clean game, really. Neither team really in danger at this time. 5 minutes, 42 seconds left in the half. We haven't really shot anything from the one-on-one.
Round for Norris here. And now Raymond. Shoebridge takes it, layup won't go. Rebound taken there by Norris, foul's called. Norris's first foul.
That was a tough one. I felt like he came in at a good angle. I thought that was kind of clean right there.
Pass again picked off by Davis. To the wing for Shoebridge, three-pointer. Off the back, no good. Rebound taken there by Dean. I don't think Shoebridge is used to being that wide open.
That was kind of a nice pass from Q. He leads our team in steals, and there had a nice opportunity for an assist.
Hall turns, nice move to the basket. Beckler and Raymond play catch one more time. Deep three-pointer from Raymond. You betcha! Timeout called by the Chargers. They've tied it up. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. 4:21 remaining here in the first half. We're knotted up at 28. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, 4:21 remaining in the opening half. We're back where we started, tied up, 28 apiece.
Zach, you could tell the emphasis this week at Cairn's practices was how to defend the three-point shot of the Chargers. That was the first time Benny Raymond got an open look, and quickly he was disappointed that called the timeout to shore that up.
Hall has a wide open chance for three. It's good. Davis gets up a bit gingerly for the Chargers. Seems to be okay though as he goes down the floor. Beckler around for Raymond again. For Davis. Traveling is the call.
I thought early in that catch the lane was kind of open to the left, and then we had a cutter run through to that side to kind of cut that off, and he tried to bring it back to the right. But I thought early on he might have been able to sweep that and get to the rim.
Ball passed around for Dean, knocked out of his hands. Go off an LBC player, and it'll stay with the Highlanders. 17 left on the shot clock. Hadley will take it to the lane, no good, rebounded by Witt. Beckler handoff for Raymond. He'll stop and take the three. No good, and he's fouled. Foul's going on Harris. That's his first. Raymond's going to head to the free throw line for 3 shots. First free throw from Raymond is good.
I think O'Connell's got a legitimate gripe right there. It looked as though he ball faked and stepped in onto the line.
I agree completely. It was definitely a 2. This isn't like in volleyball where if the ref doesn't see it, you can tell him that, yeah, I touched it. The point goes away. I don't really know that you can do that.
And I mean, they did the right thing. They asked the other officials if they had seen anything. They didn't, so you go with that original call.
Raymond knocks down all 3. We're tied up again at 31. Pass in for Dean. Worked around for Collazo. He and Hall play catch. Kozman will take the jumper from the elbow. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Another offensive board. Jump ball's called. It's going to go to the Chargers. Adley and Decker are going to come back onto the floor for the Highlanders. 2:54 remaining here in the opening half. Beachy will bring it up for the Chargers. Baseline for Shoebridge. Knocked out of his hands, but he gets it back. Deep three-pointer. You betcha!
That's kind of sick and nasty right there. I mean, he's picking up a loose ball and at the same time shooting the 3, and it's soft.
Three-pointer from Decker, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Shoebridge has 3-pointers. 3 of his last 4 games, he's had at least 6 in a contest. Halfway there. In for Witt. He'll go to the basket. Layup, good.
Great recognition by Beachy right there to see the mismatch underneath, and Alex Witt did a great job of finishing strong at the rim.
Hall calling out the play now for the Highlanders. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Under 10 on the shot clock. In for Adley. He'll take the jumper. It's good.
Nice touch right there, spun away from the defense and finished with finesse.
Raymond with it now for the Chargers. For Witt and around for Beachy. Finds Davis in the post. Off of his hands and out of play. 11 turnovers now for the Chargers in the first half. Sloppy half for LBC. Despite that, they lead by 3.
And those are one of those unforced errors too. Like at a young age, you're teaching your post players to catch in 2s. 2 eyes on the ball, 2 feet on the ground, 2 hands on the ball.
Red Sea favorite Hunter Gerber enters the contest for the Chargers. Gave good minutes in both of his games last week against Penn College and then Morrisville on Sunday. Hall with it here. He'll turn and go to the basket. Foul is on Gerber. 2 shots coming for Hall. Hall 1 of 1 already from the free throw line. He has 10 points to lead all scorers, now 11. Dean will come back onto the floor for Cairn. Benny Raymond back into the contest for the Chargers. Second one good as well. Chargers lead shrinks to 1.
Little full court man pressure right now.
Beachy gets it across. He'll start the Chargers offense. Beachy the whole way around. Back for Benny Raymond. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by Hall. Quickly up the floor come the Highlanders. Blocking foul called on Shoebridge. That's his first. 1-1 coming here for the Highlanders. Free throw shots coming from Harris.
Cairn doing a really nice job of those long rebounds, getting them and pushing the ball quickly up the floor. Puts a lot of pressure on the converting defense. I thought that was a good call. I like the effort by Shoebridge, but certainly was still moving on the contact.
First free throw is good. Second free throw goes as well. Cairn back in front, 37-36. Shoebridge gets loose down the floor. Takes a three-pointer in transition. It's no good. Harris with it now. He'll turn. And traveling is the call.
Last two possessions, a little quick on the releases on those threes. We need good shot selection here down the stretch of the half.
Shoebridge has it here. 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Baseline here for Davis. In for Witt. He'll turn, a little layup, good. Witt has 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Cairn will hold for the last shot. Chargers back in front, 38-37. Hall with it. He'll lead for Collazo. Three-point attempt there by Harris. No good. Rebound taken by Raymond. That'll do it for the first half. After 20 minutes of play, Lancaster Bible in front of Cairn, 38-37. We'll come back to you just prior to the start of the second half, bringing some stats from the opening 20 minutes. For now, though, the Chargers lead the Highlanders 38-37. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers leading Cairn 38-37 at the break. In that first half, Cairn shot 40.6%, 13 of 32. Chargers 51.7%, 15 of 29. Leading the way for the Chargers with 9 points, Judy Shoebridge, 8 points apiece for Alex Witt and Quentin Davis. Malachi Hall leads the Highlanders with 12 points. Rod, what did you like in that first half from both teams?
It was a very entertaining first half. Very entertaining first half. Sorry, it looks like we're going to have something there. I think the key to the second half is going to be the tempo. We do want to play fast, but we don't want to play hurried, and I felt like we got hurried at times in the first half.
Davis loses it there, turnover. Worked for Collazo. Shot goes in. 3-point lead for Cairn.
And Zach, I do need to make something right here. I love color commentating, but I love my wife more. Apparently, I'm getting called out. We had a shout out to Mrs. Beers at home watching. Let me give a shout out to Melissa Bachman, my wife, watching at home tonight as well.
Oh, don't get in trouble here, Rod. Layup's good for Davis. Jumper there by Harris is good. Cairn lead back to 3. Beachy will move for Shoebridge. Minute and a half into the second half. Back for Witt. And Beachy one more time. Dumps it down low for Davis. Kozman on him. Out for Luke Beers. Thought about it. Now he'll go to the basket. Layup. Good.
I feel like Luke Beers has evolved this year over the season, where he was really a lot from the perimeter early on. Has done a great job of slashing, getting to the bucket, and he's a nice finisher around the basket.
Collazo with it now. Beers right underneath him. Now Witt. All the way back out for Hall. Deep three-pointer. It's good. Shoebridge the whole way in. Layup. Good. Cairn no stranger to these close games. 3 of their 6 losses are by 2 points or less. So they've played lots of these. Chargers in a bunch of close games this season as well. Hall for Collazo. He'll take the three-pointer. It's good. Cairn coming out firing here in the second half. Their lead is 5, 49-44.
Last 2 possessions down there, I feel like we're doing a decent job of maintaining the perimeter, and I think guys are helping off a little earlier than they need to, opening up a couple of open threes.
Witt drives in. He'll stop. Jumper, no good. Collazo works back for Hall. Now for Kozman. He'll go to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Witt. 5 rebounds for Alex Witt. Beachy with the ball right in front of us. He'll call out the play. Passes for Davis off his hands. Yet another Chargers turnover. All the way down and lays it in does Justin Dean. 13 turnovers for Lancaster Bible.
I'd be thinking maybe about a timeout here.
Shoebridge drives baseline. Now for Bitten Beachy three-pointer. In and out. Rebound knocked around, taken by Kozman. Worked around for Collazo. Timeout called here by Cairn. It's a 30-second timeout. While we're saying things to our loved ones, Rod, got to tell the boys good night. Jack and Eli are headed to bed.
Oh, Jack and Eli, man, sleep well. get good rest.
Sounds all right to me. 30-second timeout called by Cairn there. You're unsure on the timeout, Rod.
Well, I'm not sure why he's calling the timeout. I mean, you're kind of on a run here. You've got us on our heels. Yeah, I would have kept playing and see if you could put another 2 on the board or 3. All of a sudden, you're up by 9 or 10, and then obviously the Chargers are going to have to call a timeout. So I think that one works to our benefit. Kind of regroup and gather ourselves.
Jesse Rivera is coming to the contest here for the Highlanders.
You know, it's interesting, actually, as I think about that timeout, it almost looked like Collazo called it himself. And maybe, again, these guys don't sub very often. Maybe they need those every once in a while just to get a breather.
Harris with it here. Now Rivera works for Collazo. Jumper by Harris, no good. Rebound taken though by Dean, has it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Highlanders. Decker's gonna check in.
As Decker returns, I think you want to make sure that you're communicating that. He's had been a nice spark off the bench with a couple of threes here tonight.
Collazo will take it here. Goes to work on Beachy, layup, good. Collazo has 11 points, second player in double figures for the Highlanders, and Cairn's lead is now 9.
I say, kids, if you're watching at home, that's the way to get to the bucket. That was north-south. There was no east-west to that.
Shoebridge 3, you betcha! Shoebridge has 14 points. Now Decker with the 3. It's good. Back and forth we go here for the Chargers and Highlanders.
Second time tonight, you get a big 3 at one end and give one right back on the other.
Pass is out of play. Looked like a foul on Cairn underneath. Nothing called. Rivera will bring it up the floor now for the Highlanders.
I know there's a lot of time left, but these are some dangerous minutes right here for the Chargers.
Collazo working up underneath. Jumper is good. Lancaster native making it look easy in his hometown. He's got 13 points. That has got to be a foul. No foul called. Rivera will lay it back for Collazo, who lays it in.
We're kind of losing our composure.
Timeout finally called. The referee grants it this time. Missed the call completely last time. And nevertheless, Cairn with a 13-point lead. We'll take a break here on the Chargers Sports Network. It's a full timeout. Back here at Horst Athletic Center, Cairn doing everything they want here in the second half. First 6 minutes, they've outscored the Chargers 23-9, and they now lead 60-47.
Yeah, at this point, it is what it is. So it's an opportunity to take this and handle some adversity. A lot of time left. You got to be valuing possessions on both ends of the floor.
Back down low for Luke Beers, lays it up, won't go. Rebound's going to stay with the Chargers. Beachy will inbound. Finds Luke Beers. He'll take the jumper. It's good. Luke Beers with 9 points. Decker's pass is picked off by Beachy. He'll go into the basket, lays it up, and the foul! Foul's on Rivera. That's his first, team's first. Beachy will head to the line looking for the three-point play. Kozman and Collazo will take a break. Witt will come off for Davis. Beachy comes in as a 79% free throw shooter. And of course, that one doesn't go.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup.
Taken though by Beachy. Layup won't go, he gets it again, lays it up. No, it won't go, but he's headed back to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup right now for Cairn. They've got their three top scorers on the bench right now. Maybe this is an opportunity. Obviously, you've got a little cushion, but I'm not sure how long he'll stay with this lineup.
He's going to call a timeout if this one goes through, I just heard him say. It does. It's a full timeout. I don't think those starters are sitting for too much longer. We'll take a break again. Lancaster Bible trying to come back. They trail 60-52 here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center. Cairn with the ball after the free throw from Britton Beachy. Rivera has it here now for Decker. We're down for Adley. One more for Dean. He'll head to the line. Back for Adley. Offensive foul. Foul's on Adley. That's his third. "13 minutes to play. Chargers trail by 8. We guard Beachy here. So Shoebridge will bring it up. Finds Norris. Handoff is for Davis. He'll get into the lane. Knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Chargers. Pass goes for Norris, three-pointer. You betcha! Head coach Andrew Wingreen loves it. The Chargers trail by just 5.
The difference between setting and using a screen and just changing positions right there. We got a good screen and an open 3. Big shot by Tyler Norris.
Colazzo's right in front of us. Kozman's coming in too. Knocked out of Decker's hands. It's on the floor. Davis has it. Jump ball called. It's going to be LBC's. Good hustle play there by Quentin Davis to get on the floor. So Kozman and Colazzo are back in. Harris and Decker will go off. Davis with the lob, up and underneath, can't get it to go. Gets the rebound though, layup won't go, has it again, and he's fouled. Fouls on Adley. That's his 4th, team's 4th. Harris is going to come back in. Davis working hard on the offensive glass. Has 5 boards tonight to go with 10 points. Pass for Shoebridge, deep three-pointer. You betcha! 5 3-pointers for Shoebridge. The Chargers deficit is just 2. It's an 11-0 run.
Back-to-back threes off baseline, out of bounds plays, outstanding execution.
Harris has it. Pass is deflected. Beers has it. Gets it to Shoebridge. Now for Norris. Off of his hands though. Chargers got to slow down. Colazzo has it. He'll work in. Layup. No good. Rebounded by Beers. Nice smart play by Beers, the junior. He'll slow it down, and here comes Beachy up the floor. It's about as loud as Horse Athletic Center can get. Beachy three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken there by number 15, Justin Dean. Rivera has it, he's trapped. Able to get it to Kozman. Blocking foul called on Davis. First foul on Davis. Team's first.
That's a tough bang-bang play right there. I felt like Davis had good position. Thought like maybe he extended the arm a little bit, but in the end, it's a blocking foul.
Pass tipped away. Kozman still has it on the floor. A timeout's going to be called. Quentin Davis, about as hard as he can play on the defensive end there. Full timeout called. They want a 30, but I think it's going to be a full timeout. So full timeout taken. They have just 2 remaining, 10:57 to go. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Cairn leads Lancaster 60-58. LBC currently on an 11-0 run. It'll be Cairn ball here in front of their fans. Colazzo will inbound.
Zach, Malachi Hall's been on the bench for an extended period of time right here. Not sure how long they'll wait on that, if there's something going on there, but they could use him back in the game right now.
Rivera finds Dean. Deep three-pointer from Rivera. Air ball, shot clock violation. Beachy finds Witt. He'll hand off for Davis. He'll take the jumper. It's good. We're knotted up at 60. Not even halfway done yet. Foul called on the Chargers. It's going to be on Luke Beers. That's his third, team second.
It's hard to believe that at the 14-minute mark, we were thinking like, oh my goodness, this is getting away, and in less than 4 minutes, it's eclipsed. This is an exciting basketball game tonight. It's good to be in the Horst Athletic Center.
First free throw is no good. I think what's even more exciting for both these programs is it's not just a good non-conference game. These are two of the best teams in their respective conferences as well. That's good for these two teams, these two programs, who've had a long-time rivalry.
Absolutely.
Lane violation there on Cairn. So the LBC ball still tied up at 60. Beachy the whole way up underneath. Still has it, still the dribble, up and under, layup, good! Britton Beachy!
That's a great finish against a very athletic defender in Justin Dean.
15-0 run for the Chargers. Dump down for Kozman. He'll look to turn. Davis is there, Witt's there. Pass deflected, Shoebridge has it. Worked ahead for Beachy. Down low for Davis. Kozman's there. Everyone's there. Turn it over. Got to work the ball around, Chargers. Galazzo the whole way in. He lays it up for two. That snaps the 15-0 run for LBC. We're knotted up at 62. Beachy the whole way up and under. Layup won't go. Dean on the rebound. Knocked out of Harris's hands by Shoebridge, went off his foot and out of play.
Last three trips, we fall into this pattern of just getting a little rushed in what we do.
Eric Jacobs is going to check in, junior from Dillsburg, PA. Traveling is the call. Do we need to have the is Malachi Hall hurt conversation? It's been a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't. Maybe he's cramping up. I'm not sure. I'm looking down. I don't see him actually on the bench right now. I'm not sure what's going on.
Nevertheless, Beachy's going to bring it up for the Chargers. We're tied up at 62. 8:50 remaining. Shoebridge and Beachy play catch. Knocked out of Beachy's hands.
Watching this last possession, right now I'm thinking Alex Witt has Eric Jacobs on him right now just coming in the game. I think I would go inside on this. I'm not sure.
Davis has it. He'll go to the basket. Layup, no good. Fouls on Alex Witt. That's his second, team's third. Both teams shooting over 50%. Timeout's going to be called here by Lancaster Bible College. It's a full timeout. 8:30 remaining. We're tied up at 62. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, I got one more shout out. And not for a family member, although it could be a family member. Adam Sergine's watching. Old LBC employee, women's basketball assistant coach. He knows all too well the Cairn and LBC rivalry. I'm glad he's watching. I'm glad it's a good game here at Horse Athletic Center. We're tied up at 62, under 8.5 to play. Decker has it knocked out of his hands momentarily, gets it back. Out of play, it'll stay with the Highlanders. Kozman with it now. Back for Collazo. Hill turns, going to be a foul on Witt. Third foul on Witt. Fourth team foul here in the second half.
Collazo really asserting himself offensively right now in the absence of Malachi Hall. Going hard to the basket, being very aggressive offensively. That's what they need from him right now.
Kozman will hand off for Dean. Not sure that was blocked by Davis or not. Kozman has it with 7. Back for Jacobs. No good. Rebound tipped around, taken by Beachy. Raymond with it now. Looking for Beers back door, able to get it to Beachy. Three-pointer. Rattles around, no good. Rebound to go right to Luke Beers. Up and under. Somehow not fouled, and is going to stay with LBC.
I like the high ball screen right there by the Chargers. Get a little roll with Alex Witt, but I'd like to really see him pin him, duck in really hard. I think that's a matchup that is good for us with Jacobs guarding him.
Beachy drives baseline, up and under layup, won't go. Foul called again on the Chargers, that's 5. Cairn doing a good job defending the basket as the Chargers are getting to the basket, but when they get there, they're met by a brick wall of Cairn defenders and just having a tough time getting those baskets.
Yeah, not much scoring here in the last 3 minutes. I think it's 2-2.
Harris with it, layup good. Witt has it here, bumped into, no foul called. He's going to stay with the Chargers.
I think when we struggle, Zach, a lot of times it's when we've got kind of head down, just attack the rim instead of really spacing the floor and using cutting and screening to open up some guys. I feel like right now, the last few possessions, we're just trying to attack the rim head down.
Cairn ball. Harris with it now for the Highlanders. Across for Dean. Harris with a little step back jumper, no good. Rebound knocks around, taken by Beachy. Up ahead to Shoebridge, he'll stop and pop. No good. Rebound taken though by Luke Beers. Good offensive rebound. Gets it back for Beachy.
Jordan Shoebridge, great player. I'm thinking maybe he'd want that back and attack the rim for the get the shirt too.
Davis out for Shoebridge, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim this time. Rebound on the ground. Tied up. It's going to be Cairn basketball. Every one of these rebounds hotly contested on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's been too many just clean boards where you're up there, you swipe it, chin it, and go. It seems like there's all kinds of hands and bodies in there.
Palazzo walking up the floor for the Highlanders. 5.5 to play. Palazzo with Luke Beers right on him. Gets it back for Kozman. Little floater in the lane won't go. Rebound on the floor again. Davis has it. Timeout called by the Chargers. 1 timeout now remaining for LBC. "30-second timeout here for the Chargers. We'll reset a bit. 64-62 in favor of the Highlanders. Both teams shooting 49%. Both teams 25 of 51. Lancaster was shooting 42% from beyond the arc, 46% for the Highlanders. 3 players in double figures for Cairn. 17 points for Julian Palazzo, 15 for Malachi Hall, and 10 for number 14, Josh Decker. For the Chargers, 2 in double figures, Jordan Shoebridge with 17 points, 12 for Quentin Davis, 9 points for Luke Beers, 8 for Alex Witt. So 5:12 remaining. Rod, next couple minutes, maybe not the whole rest of the time, but next minute or two, what are we looking for here from the Chargers?
Well, again, I think we talked about this at the top of the show. You know, in a game like this, it does come down to execution at the end of games, getting some stops defensively. I have to tell you, I know like it's tough to not call that timeout, but I'm sure that's a timeout that Andrew Wingreen would rather have at the end of the game than at a time where you get the possession anyway on a held ball.
Witt will find Norris around for Luke Beers. He's going to go to the basket. Knocked out of his hands momentarily. Layup won't go. Again, Cairn making it difficult for the Chargers once they get to the basket to complete the layup. Doing a good job there, even though the Chargers have been able to get to the basket. Harris gets into the lane and lays it in for 2. Four and a half to play. Beachy and Beers play catch. Now for Norris. He'll go to the basket. His layup won't go. Again, the Chargers cannot complete the layup.
A lot of time, a lot of possessions left in this game. And again, like the Chargers are a team that can score in a hurry.
Palazzo behind the back. Up and underneath won't go. That's a foul on Palazzo. Witt's down. Second foul on Palazzo, team's 5th.
Those are rather hard fouls down there after you get that rebound. There are some arms flying.
Beachy up the floor here for the Chargers. He'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound taken by Palazzo. Not sure on that one.
I think you look at our team and you think like the strength really is inside with Quentin Davis, and then if they begin to collapse on that, to get it back out to some shooters.
Foul's going to be on Beachy. That's his second.
Shot selection's definitely going to have to shore up here down the stretch in the last 3:28 if the Chargers are going to make this run back.
Some floor maintenance there. Ready to go. Harris will take the fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Davis. Here comes Beachy. Shoebridge, quick three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken though by Harris. Loses the ball. Under 3 minutes to play. Chargers need a basket. Ball able to get to be able to Luke Beers. Down low for Davis. Up and underneath. Layup's good. 2.5 to play. Cairn leads by 2, 66-64.
Great recognition by Luke Beers there. Oftentimes you beat your defender and you want to get to the rim, but you're going to get some help. Recognize it. Dump it to the big. Did a great job of recognizing that there.
Collazo with it here. He'll look down low for Dean. Up and under. No good. Two minutes to play. Chargers trail by 2. Beachy for Norris for Luke Beers. He'll stop and take the jumper. It's good. We're tied up again. Collazo off the floor for the Highlanders. He'll hand off for Decker, a deep three-pointer. It's good. Decker shot that from Langhorne. And Cairn leads by 3. Unbelievable.
Decker's hit some big shots today. They seem like each one answers a little something from the Chargers.
Pass for Davis. He'll go into the basket. Fouled. Fouls on Kozman. That's his second. Team's 6th. Davis is going to head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good for Davis. Witt's going to come in for Norris.
Great concentration there from Davis. You could tell he's a little fatigued there. Take your time. Bend those knees.
Second one rattles around. I'm going to say it's Cairn ball. 1:25 to play. Chargers trail by 2, 69-67. Collazo will come up the floor for the Highlanders. Finds Decker again on the three-pointer. It's good again. Timeout called here by the Chargers. Their final timeout. Lancaster rival trail is 72-67, 1:05 to play. It's a full timeout. Our last one as well. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers trail Cairn 72-67, 1:05 to play. Britton Beachy will inbound the ball to our left.
Great atmosphere here in the Horse Athletic Center tonight. A lot of time in this game.
Looking down low for Davis. He's open, up and underneath. He's fouled. It's going to be on Kozman. That's his third, team seventh. Davis will shoot 2 free throws.
I think if you're the Chargers right now, you want a healthy dose of Quentin Davis on the offensive end for sure.
First free throw is good. Again, the Chargers are out of timeouts. 2 timeouts remaining for the Highlanders. Davis knocks down both. Decker will inbound. He has Harris. .45 seconds to play. 20 on the shot clock. Foul's called on Beachy. That's his third. To the free throw line will go the Highlanders. It's Decker who's going to go to the free throw line. A 75% free throw shooter this season. First free throw is good.
Yeah, Decker, I'm not sure is the one you wanted on the free throw line with 39 seconds to go.
Second free throw good as well. Beachy will bring it up. He'll hand off for Raymond. Deep three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebound knocked around. It's on the floor, taken by Luke Beers. Good hustle play again, and a foul called on Collazo. That's Collazo's third. 21.9 seconds remaining.
Zach, you know, you're repping this stuff in practice on a regular basis, end-of-game situations. You're ±5, 30 seconds to play. So you kind of get an idea of what you want to do.
Rebound tip to Britton Beachy. Three-pointer from Shoebridge, no good. Taken by Davis, who lays it in for 2. And the foul! Foul's on Kozman, that's his fourth. Davis is going to head to the line, looking to complete the three-point play. Great job by the Chargers to get that free throw rebound off the miss from Beachy. Davis will go back to the free throw line again. It's good. Timeout called here by Cairn. We'll take a real quick break with him. 14.1 seconds to play. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horst Athletic Center. Chargers trail 74-72. Rod are going to foul immediately here. Who are you looking to foul, do you think?
Well, honestly, I don't know that you necessarily have to foul immediately. I think you're looking for a steal on the inbounds, or if you can get a trap right away, maybe hold it. But once they're out, you definitely have to foul. I think you're looking at fouling Collazo, I'm sure, is the one you'd like to get to the line. Although to O'Connell's credit, I don't see Collazo on the floor. That's
right.
Oh, no, he is. Yes, he is on there. I think that's who you probably want. I think you don't want Decker.
Fouls on Beachy, that's his fourth.
At the line, shooting the bonus, number 4, Jeremiah Harris. Back into the Highlanders for 15, Justin Dean.
So Harris is going to shoot free throws. Came in as a 72% free throw shooter. 2 of 2 there tonight. Free throw is good.
And I still don't believe that you need a 3 in this situation. If you can get the ball up the floor quickly, attack the rim, get a quick 2, and then again have another foul, you'll get another possession yet out of this this time.
Cairn head coach Jason O'Connell just told the ref he wants a timeout if this one goes through. Chargers have no timeouts remaining. Davis has it. Chargers need a 3. Beachy, 7 seconds. Three-pointer, nope. Back for Beachy. They're not, three-pointer from Beachy. No good. Cairn's gonna win. Cairn's gonna come away with a 75-72 victory. Cairn will improve to 15-6 overall. Chargers fall to 13-8. It's Cairn's first victory over the Chargers since February 15th, 2007. Cairn improves to 60-29 all time against the Chargers. We'll have a post-game interview with head coach Andrew Wingreen in just a moment. Cairn shot 49.1%, 28 of 57 from the floor, 53.3% from downtown. 4 players in double figures. Julian Collazo led the team with 18, 17. Decker had 18 points to lead the Highlanders, 17 for Collazo, 15 for Malachi Hall, 11 for number 4, Jeremiah Harris. Chargers shot 46%, 35% from downtown. 20 points for Quentin Davis to lead all scorers, 17 for Jordan Shoebridge, 11 for Luke Beers. Here with head coach Andrew Wingreen. Tough non-conference loss here tonight to Cairn. What about that final possession here where we needed a 3?
Yeah, they guarded it really well. We didn't get the right play calling at the end. It was tough to hear and get anyone's attention. So, that was a play we ran several times, and they guarded it really well at the end. So it's unfortunate, but
despite the loss, pretty good atmosphere in here tonight, and an atmosphere we're either going to have here for a home Final Four or we would face up in Morrisville potentially. Talk about the experience the guys can get from this despite the loss.
Yeah, I mean, we even talked about that in a timeout. At times it felt like we were playing an away game, and you don't really get that a whole lot, at home. So a lot of credit goes to Cairn. I thought they played really well. We had a hard time staying in front of them on D, and they played really well. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can say about it, but fact is it's a non-conference game. Little brother's going to give big brother a shot at some point, so I guess we're there now. But it's all good. We move on, and the games that matter are this weekend. So
great. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. So, Rod, the Chargers dropped this one 75-72. Again, a non-conference loss. But, everyone will lose to your rival or one of your rivals. What can the Chargers learn going forward, especially into a tough conference weekend in upstate New York?
Yeah, I think in games like this, you are exposed in some areas, and I think Coach hit on it. I think a lot of it has to do with how we defend the perimeter. How can we keep teams out of the lane? And I thought Cairn got to the rim just about any time they needed to tonight. And that was the difference, along with Decker hitting some huge shots late in the game.
Great, we're going to bring head coach Jason O'Connell over from Cairn, LBC alum, going to do us a favor here. Hey Jason, can you talk real quick? Congrats. Yeah, it's okay. We already took that. But Jason, so the diploma on the wall says LBC, but this says Cairn. How good does it feel to come back and beat LBC?
Yeah, I mean, I love LBC. Me and my wife loved our time at LBC, obviously, and we're just happy because we have an awesome group of guys, a lot of upperclassmen. They wanted to come out and compete, and they were ready to go, and we've been having a good season, and the credit goes to them. So it was a good win, and definitely glad to have a nice ride back home.
Coach Wingreen talked a lot about how well you guys played defensively, especially guarding some of our shooters. Something you talked about, I know it was a quick turnaround because you guys played Saturday as we did, but something you probably talked about in the past couple weeks preparing for the game.
Yeah, it was honestly probably like 80% of what we talked about was guarding their actions, the staggers, the handoffs, the down screens. So our guys were ready, and we told them, hey, look, pressure as much as you can. If we do that, we think we have a chance to win.
Talked to Coach Wingreen on our part about using this as sort of motivation and experience playing in an environment like this. How can your guys use this going forward? You're probably going to host the CSAC playoffs, but nevertheless, playing in a pressure situation like this going forward for the playoffs.
Yeah, I told our guys, like, LBC's a really good team. They're probably going to make the NCAA tournament. They're going to have a good shot to do that. So for us, it's a good test playing in front of a really good crowd who brings the energy. So I think it's hopefully going to keep moving us forward.
Congratulations, Jason. Good job. Yep. So again, the Chargers, 3 straight games on the road now, 2 tough ones against teams that are at the bottom of the standings, but a long trip to New York over the weekend to play Saturday, Sunday, and then at Gallaudet. What are you hoping for the next couple of games, Rod, for the Chargers, especially coming off a loss like this?
Yeah, well, it's never easy to travel and be away from home. It's always a little awkward. But I think, you get back to some of the basics, things that have made you successful to this point. You work it in practice, you rep it, and hopefully you get on the floor and you take care of business heading into the NEAC playoffs.
Great, so the Chargers dropped this one to Cairn, 75-72. We'll be back here on Wednesday night at the Horse Athletic Center. Men's volleyball action as the Chargers host another rival. We'll take on Messiah at 6 o'clock. Join us tomorrow at 12 o'clock at lbc.edu/radio for the Horse of No Name podcast. So you can download that on iTunes and Spotify as well. Tyler Greenley and I talking all things LBC athletics. I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about from tonight's game. For now, this is Zach Freeman, Rod Bachman, and thank all the student workers, Kyle, JJ, for working here tonight. Chargers dropped this one by 3. We'll see you on Wednesday night. Go Chargers, go.